It's All Gravy with Teresa. Good afternoon. This is Teresa, and you are watching It's All Gravy with Teresa. We're here in Bowling Green, Kentucky on a beautiful afternoon. The temperature is just perfect. A little bit of breeze, a little bit of fall in the air this morning. Just a beautiful time of the year here in Kentucky. We today are going to do an old favorite recipe, fried apples. And I still do mine in an iron skillet. Fried apples was a treat at the restaurant. We sold them every day and usually sold out every day. And for this one, I don't know if we'll get to the video today or not, but it'll be another video. We're going to do fried apples, and then we're going to show you how to make fried pies. If you were to have any left, I doubt that you would, but so it's a good, simple, easy recipe, and again, something that you can tweak to your family. This recipe calls for nutmeg, but I don't put nutmeg in it. I just use cinnamon. So it'll be where you can add flavors and take away flavors depending on how your family likes it. So I'm excited to get in the kitchen and show that to you today. I wanted to say again, thank you all so much for your likes, shares, and follows. I believe Clint said we were like 1,400 or so on Facebook, and then
almost 1,500.
Almost 1,500 on Facebook, and YouTube we're about 75, which is great. We're tickled with that. I never thought I'd be on YouTube. But we would like for those numbers to go up. When we get to 2,000, we're going to give away another shirt on Facebook. And when we get to 1,000 on YouTube, we're going to give away a t-shirt. And that 1,000, when we hit that mark, that helps us be able to do some different things with It's All Gravy. And when we started this, you know, we're just tickled to be back in the public, but when we do something, we want to give it all we have. So that's what we're doing, and we put one foot in front of the other, and whatever will happen out of it is supposed to happen. So we are tickled to death with the numbers that we have already. And also t-shirts. I'm wearing It's All Gravy with Teresa today. You can get these t-shirts. Mandy, my daughter-in-law, and Maddie, my granddaughter, are making them. If you are interested, gray is the color that we have right now. And you can see I got a little purple on mine. I was doctoring chickens the other day. That purple medicine does not come off. But the t-shirts, if you're interested, you can private message me, Clint, or leave a message on It's All Gravy page. We have Peloton. No. Patreon. Sorry. Patreon. And that is a site where you can contribute to this. You can help us out financially with the fees, you know, different things that we're looking into. Clint's time. He does all of the filming, editing, producing, all of it of the show. And I'm very appreciative of his time. And I'm trying to think. Oh, did I just mention? I said Peloton, but it's Patreon.
Right.
Patreon. And that you can go to that site and look at it. And if you are interested in it, we appreciate you so much. For those who have already contributed, thank you. Thank you, thank you. You're helping Clint keep his lights on. We appreciate you very much. And I think that's all it for It's All Gravy. Wanting you guys to, we were talking today about where we're going to go, and I would like to, starting in October, do different dishes leading up to Thanksgiving, where you have a list of easy, good, homemade recipes to fix for Thanksgiving dinner. So if you have some suggestions on that of what you would like to see, we would love for you to send those to us, and we're going to try to get started on that the first part of October. And now, I think that's all. We're getting ready to go to the kitchen and make fried apples. And before that, you know, I always like to do a little something uplifting and just to help us get through the day and remember to stay humble and just to be kind to everybody we meet. And this little book, we've talked about it before, is so special to me. My oldest son, Jeremy, got it for me years ago as a birthday present. And it's just little sayings. You know, and I picked it up today, and where I am reading at, I'm going to read you what it says. And it always seems to fit with where I'm at in the day. So today, I will pay homage to an ancestor. I will surprise someone pleasantly. And on the other side of that, isn't that great when somebody does something for you and you're not expecting it? It's just a great thing to do if you have opportunity to do that. I will tell my parents how much I appreciate their sacrifices for me. And unfortunately, all my parents are gone. But I do appreciate them raising me in the country, and you know, I never thought that all of the hardships that we really didn't even know were hardships back then would come in handy again today, but they do. I will relinquish a grudge, and that's hard to do, but I have on my side of things, I don't really think I hold grudges anymore. It's just not worth it. It's not worth packing around the hurt and the pain and the weight of a grudge. So just let that mess go. I will congratulate someone else on their success. And I'm always so proud of people who are getting a step up, who are doing better, who are doing what they want to do and succeeding at it. So always try to tell people that you're proud of how well they're doing. I will exercise a part of my body other than my tongue. And I must admit, I've not done that very much. I need to get back into it. Clint and I started going to the gym last year.
Several years ago.
Oh, a couple years ago. And we both did great. I lost 30 pounds. Clint lost 50 pounds. We did great, but we quit and eaten and gained our weight back. So I do need to work something other than my tongue. Maybe I'll get back on that. I will greet others with a smile. And I always try to do that. I made a business off of doing that. Everyone wants to be treated with respect, and they want to feel like you appreciate them and you are glad to see them. So show them pearly whites. I will not worry about tomorrow. And this is another thing I have. I'm doing better today, but my whole life I have always worried about what's going to happen tomorrow. And finally, again, at 60 years old, I'm trying to just take a day at a time, just take life as it comes, and I know I'm going to make it through it, whatever it is, and tomorrow's a new day. So I hope somebody gets that. Just quit worrying so much. I will change my should haves to dones and dids. And I try not to have a lot of should haves. You know, life is what it is. Hopefully you learned a lesson in it. And just, again, go on to the next day. I will give 110% to the task at hand. I will visit a sick friend. And, you know, even picking up the phone is a great thing. Just to let somebody know, again, that you care about them. I will take time to listen to the birds sing. And that, I just went outside to feed the chickens, and walking back, just a sweet peace came over me. My two younger boys were out there. CW had made some kind of contraption to blow bubbles with for his son Trip is here today. And so the three of them were out there playing, making bubbles, and a beautiful little butterfly just flew by. I mean, it was just a sweet moment, you know, I took a mental picture, as Jeremy would say. It was a sweet moment. So, you know, just try to slow down and enjoy life. It's a short time that we have here on earth. If you have parents, call them up and see how they're doing. And that's it. We're getting ready to go peel some apples and fry up some apples, and we're going to have apples for supper tonight, and I hope you do too. I'll see you in a minute in Teresa's kitchen. Hey guys, we're in Teresa's kitchen. And today we're going to make some fried apples. We'll always want to start by washing our hands good. Our counters have already been bleached off. I went ahead and we're trying to shorten these up a little bit. You know, I get to talking and it's a mess. But I went ahead and peeled most of my apples. And this recipe calls for 8 apples. And I just have a Duke's mixture. Somebody gave us a bag of apples the other day, and then the kids have been bringing apples home with their lunch bags. So I have just used what I have, which is, again, you know, we're trying not to waste anything and be intentional with what we have. So used to, years ago, before my hands got bad, I could peel an apple and keep it all in a row without breaking it, but not anymore. So we peel the apple, we take the core out, so you don't want anybody to get a bite of the core, and then I'm just going to do them in little slices like that. We actually have a apple peeler that I usually use, or I have Michael use. But it also cuts the apples as it peels, and they're a little bit too thin for frying apples. We dry apples a lot, so it works out real well for them. Again, this is just, I think, 3 or 4 items that you put in this recipe. We've got the sliced apples, and those are done, and this is for my chickens after a while. I save all the little scraps like that for them. I've got my iron skillet over here, and we're going to put it on 8 to start with, and we're going to use 1/4 of a stick of butter, and just a good little tip, 1/4 of a stick, a 1/4 of a cup is 4 notches on a stick of butter or margarine, and 1/2 a cup is a whole stick. So that's a good little, your tip for the day. So we're going to put that in there, and we have 1/2 a cup of brown sugar. So we're going to add that. And we're going to put our apples in, like so. I'm going to turn that up and let the butter melt. And then we're going to put, this calls for 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, but we like cinnamon, and cinnamon's good for you, so we're putting 1/2. And again, this is something that can be, you can add to and take away like you want to. Nutmeg, a lot of people put in there. I would say it'd be lots of different things. The ones that we sold at the restaurant, I always put a little bit of vanilla in them. And I probably will these, but I didn't put it on the recipe card. So, and this is so simple. It takes maybe 10 minutes. You just saute these until they get soft. And you can hear the butter melting in there and the sugar melting. It gets all melted good, and then we'll turn them down. And you know, the apples have a little bit of water in them, so that's going to help the juice make here in a few minutes. So like I said, I started this on high, and as soon as that we get it all incorporated good, then I'm going to turn it down on medium and let it cook for about 10 minutes, stirring it just every so often. There you are, all coated good. Just like that. See how pretty? I'm going to turn this on down on 7. And while Clint's right there, I am going to go ahead and put a little vanilla, if I can find my vanilla. Maybe I won't, because the girls put the groceries up for me the other day. But Do you see it? No, it's a big jar. That's what you were telling me to look up there. Yeah. Clint's trying to do sign language to me. But see, if you'll look in here how that sugar has melted now and you've got all that juice. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on 5. And this is a just a beautiful little dish, a great side dish. It goes real well with pork. If you're having pork loin or pork chops, we always have it on holidays. You know, if we have turkey or ham. So just a real versatile side dish. And like I said, if you were to have any leftovers, you can make fried pies. And we're going to do a video on those real soon. So that's it, guys. They're going to cook up. After they get finished cooking, I'm going to put them in a bowl for you and show you how pretty they serve up. And that's it for today. I know you can't believe I got done so early. Again, thank you for your likes, your shares, your following. Please go to YouTube. Everybody you know, whether you like them or not, have them go to YouTube and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 followers. Patreon, please go look at that site and see if you're interested in that. And just keep doing what you're doing. We are so tickled with how this is turning out and how it's going for us. So thank you all so much. Please continue to share and share comments. If you cook one of the recipes, please show us how it turned out and let us know. And we can post the pictures of how your product, how your end result looked. So again, I'm just tickled to death to be able to be back out with you all. And we're going to keep doing it for a while. Thank you all so much. I pray that you have a blessed week, and try to be kind. Try to remember that everybody's in the same boat. Try to smile, and you're going to be blessed for it. I love you. I will talk to you in the next day or two. God bless.